And we're going to move on to the state of Michigan, where the race for governor is tightening there. Republican candidate Tudor Dixon is within striking distance of incumbent Gretchen Whitmer. Latest polling shows the race within the margin of error. Let's bring in Kaitlyn Buss. She's the assistant editorial page editor for the Detroit News with more on this race. Kaitlyn, thank you for being here. I was actually on the ground there in Michigan earlier this week. A lot of enthusiasm around this race. The latest from your perspective.
Sure. You know, the Republican primary was a big battle in this state, and it was conventional wisdom that they just had lost it at that point. But I think what Tudor Dixon has proven over the past few weeks is that the momentum is on her side. She's made enormous gains in the polls. You know, even bringing it within that striking distance that it is now is a big accomplishment. There's a lot of enthusiasm in her campaign. There's momentum. It seems to be on that side of the ticket and for those issues. I still think it's going to be very close, but she has really hit a nerve with inflation, with concerns about the economy, and with concerns about education in this state. I think those are things that have really resonated with voters. Whitmer also did her a great service in upping her name ID with some pretty rigorous ads and stuff. So she's benefited from that, and it's showing itself now in the poll numbers.
Yeah, a lot of folks that I spoke with continue to talk about the pandemic and Whitmer's regulations and lockdowns, probably even more than crime and the economy. Do you see that as well?
Sure. I think, you know, it's easy to let bygones be bygones. And there's certainly, you know, forgiveness all around for a lot of us not knowing what was going on early in the days of the pandemic. But Whitmer kept our state locked down for longer than most other governors, and our death rates were just as bad, if not worse. She kept kids out of school for a very long time. Of course, that varied throughout the state, but kids here are suffering, and the education results in Michigan are some of the worst in the nation following the pandemic. Our small businesses are continuing to suffer. So, you know, those policies are still playing out in people's lives, and I don't think everyone has forgotten about what we went through.
Kaitlyn, there are two ballot propositions that make this race very interesting. They could impact the race. Prop 2, which would expand the use of ballot drop boxes and addresses other elections and voting-related issues, and Prop 3, which would guarantee the right to abortion. How much do you think that these will impact voter turnout on either side?
Enormously. Prop 2, our paper did not endorse Proposal 2 or Proposal 3. Proposal 2, we felt that there's room for strengthening our election laws, but these are things that can be done through the policymaking process. They don't need to be a constitutional amendment. Prop 3 is really going to drive turnout, I think, on both sides of the aisle. I think it's going to activate Democrats, especially women. They are still by a huge majority supporting Whitmer. But there's been a real push on the conservative side to really let people know what's in this proposal and what's at stake with it. And we've seen a real effort on that side. A lot of money, I think $50 million has been put into Prop 3 in the past few weeks. So there's a real awareness. It's going to drive people to the polls, definitely. All
right. We're going to have to leave it there. Kaitlyn Buss with the Detroit News. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the
truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide. Newsmax.
Real news
for real people.